what's going on with you and Storm, because we're all surprised that there was even this issue, if we want to call it that, of miscommunication.
Okay, absolutely. So when you think about, first of all, I want to say we did speak at the reunion. But when you think about, I was like, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful. Hey, hugged and everything. But what I will say is when you think about what you said in the terms of Stormy saying our friendship isn't like, it's not like these, it's not that deep. We're getting to know each other, or we're building, right? It kind of contradicts when you don't hear from someone for, I think the reunion was in October. I think we wrapped in maybe August. So it hadn't been that long, right? And you already was feeling like, what's going on? That would be something that would kind of make me feel some kind of way if it was someone I had a super deep friendship with and maybe something's off. But at the time, for me in my space, I didn't have an issue with Stormy. You know, Stormy hadn't done anything to me. I hadn't done anything to her at all. You know, I welcomed her into this platform with open arms, wanted to see her do very well. I had many private conversations with her, you know, in terms of game planning it out in the sense of, hey, show your business, focus on positivity, show your beautiful family. Like, girl, you know, I even said on the reunion stage, I feel like they represent what Love and Marriage Huntsville is.
Yeah, you pitched Stormy to me and Angela, who's a VP of my company.
Yeah, I sure did. And I don't think people know that.
Oh, is that an exclusive? Oh, so let me
know that, or the fact that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all had interviewed her prior to me ever pitching her.
Yes. So this is what happened. We have a show called Bell Collective that is based in Jackson, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Stormy is from Mississippi. And when we were filming Bell Collective season 1, Stormy name came up because I think at that time she was living in Mississippi. So she was on our radar. And I think Angela may have reached out. So Stormy was on our radar in terms of somebody who we saw for Bell Collective until we found out that, oh, you don't live in Jackson, Mississippi. You live on the outskirts, like maybe 2 hours away from Jackson. So we were like, I don't know if that's gonna work, sis. Like, we shoot in Jackson. So she was on our radar. Number one. Number two, before we started filming, I think it was season 3, you contacted us and said, I have this friend named Stormy who I think would be great for the show. And me and Angela was like, wait, Stormy still? Camus Girl Beauty, whatever? Yeah. And you were like, yeah. I said, oh my gosh, we know her. You said, well, look, I think she's going to move to Huntsville. I think you guys should meet with her. And I was like, wait, she's going to move to Huntsville? Because we thought she was in Mississippi. You was like, no, I think she's going to move to Huntsville. She hasn't moved yet, but I think she will. But y'all, of course, do the conversations. And that's how we were able to talk to her about Love and Marriage Huntsville, because you initiated the conversation to let us know that she was going to move to Huntsville.
Yeah, well, no, she was in Huntsville
she was in Huntsville at that time. Okay.
So by the time I talked to you guys, I was like, hey, y'all need to meet her, like, you know, and she will be good for the show. So, and you know, Carlos, sometimes it comes to bite me in the butt, but I'm always that person, literally, even from Kiki, and you know this, I'm always that person who literally, when a person shares with me something they want to do, or a vision, or where they want to go, I try to figure out, how can I help you get there? Okay, so what you want to do for you? You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I am. That's how, you could tell me right now that there was something you wanted to do. If I know a connect, or possibly I'm going to say, oh, let me connect y'all. Here's his number. Here, you know, do y'all thing. And that's just that's how I move. That's how I move.
Do you feel that you don't get not that you're asking for it, right?
Yeah.
But do you feel that you don't get the credit for providing opportunities for people, because you said sometimes it does bite you in the butt?
It gets overshadowed, for sure. I think people look past that and forget, like, wait a minute, no, but Mel was the one who really kind of like made this happen for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people forget that. So even, since we're having this exclusive conversation, because this is exclusive information, okay? We can go all the way back to Destiny, right? Let's just be honest. Destiny, Destiny and LeBaric, Destiny and her ex-husband had interviewed or what is it called?
I'll tell you. Do you want me to tell you?
Not tried out, but like,
no, I'll tell you.
To be casted for Love and Marriage Huntsville.
You know how you and Martell pay for a consultation?
Yeah.
To meet with me? Destiny and LeBaric did the same thing.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
They did it. What was funny, not to cut you off, but I want to be able to help with the chronologicalness of the story. Yeah. The show was maybe we were starting filming second season. Angela, you introduced Destiny to Angela, my producer. Angela and Destiny had dinner. And Angela called me after dinner and said, "Oh, I like this Destiny person." I want to say maybe a month after that, I get all these consultations. And one consultation was Destiny and LeBaric. And I said, "I know y'all." I said, "No, I've heard of you through Melody and Angela." And I said, "You don't have to do this. Like, we know who you are. Let's figure it out." So go ahead.
Okay. So, because I didn't know that. But I knew that, my ex and I had made that introduction. Yes. And what I do remember is, it was I don't know, they I'm like, no, interview him again. Like, she has personality like me. She's over the top, like y'all gonna like her.
You said that. That's true.
So, I find myself going to bat for people when I know they want to be a part of something, is my point. And I think sometimes that part gets overshadowed, whether it's because they don't know it or they choose to forget it, whatever the case may be. But, I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville being a hit show has been a blessing to me, for me. And I try to find ways to make it be a blessing to others that I'm connected to.
It's funny because this will be a good conversation, because you and I never even had this conversation, and I feel like I'm talking to my girlfriend versus the star I love, Matt Huntbell. Okay, when you presented people to us, I will say this: you've always had the best intentions of this is what's best for the show, right? Like, hey, me and this person. I remember when you introduced us to the Scots 1.0 and 2.0. And, you were even like, look, this is what's best for the show. To me, just based on what you're saying that you want. These are the people, me and her, because at the time you said me and Kimmy.
It was me and Kimmy.
Remember, you said me and Kimmy. Yeah, you said me and Kimmy aren't the closest. There's something there, but I think it's good TV. Like, we're able to talk about it. You always... And I'm not saying this just to start mess. I want to have a truthful conversation. Yeah. I will always go on record saying you always did what you felt was best for the show. And I do think oftentimes people have seen it as, oh, Melody is casting folks to come for other folks. And what I will say with that, me being very honest, when Melody would pitch us people, because that's why you're the producer on the show, because you have a producer eye. You always looked at the bigger picture. Like, I think this was best for the show. Going back to Destiny and LeBaric even. So with the Kimmy thing, that was always funny, because you were like, we ain't the closest. There's something there. But I think if y'all are able to uncover it, it could be some good TV. Like, it could be good to watch. Even with Destiny and LeBaric, we knew that, okay, the playing field is uneven. Because at that time, it was 3 couples. Yeah. 2 of the couples are related, right? Courtesy of Maurice and Marcel being brothers. So we always knew to even the playing field. we need Mel and Martell to have a friend, you know, who they get along with. And what y'all don't know is we tried out a lot of people from Sadaric and his wife. We tried out so many people, but I don't think people understand. It's not everybody's meant to be on TV. And with Destiny and LeBear, you were like, no, look at it, look at it. And when they came to, I think it was Kimmy's
a
game.
magazine
Oh, go ahead.
reveal. That's what it was. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
That magazine thing in Birmingham.
Yes. That's when Angela met. You're right. So you always advocated for that. Do you think that's why people think like Melody cast people to come for folks?
You're probably right. It's probably why people think that is because, again, I am, you know, let's be honest, people know I'm part of this show. So they open up and share with me, hey, I want to be a part of the show. You think I will be interested? They open it up and I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then it turns out to be where you're like, it might work. So it's not like hey, let me go out here and find who can come on this show and come for people. It's literally people like who have expressed to me that they want to be on TV or they want to be a part of this show. Not the other way around. I'm not out here asking for resumes. I'm not out here asking for resumes and asking people to submit applications. I'm not out here searching. I'm not. Why are you laughing? I'm not. There's not an open interview there with Melody Shree. There's not. People have sought me out, and I think that gets lost in the sauce.
Oh, do you think some people have befriended you to get on the show?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.